Yo. Hello. Good evening. I don't know if anyone's here. Dark Matrix, how? Well, the short and long answer is that they released it just now, so I decided to watch it right now. I don't really know if anyone's going to pull up. Maybe. So I guess what I'm going to do is just start it and we can watch it together. Good morning. It's evening for me, but it's morning for you, I guess. So me and you, Dark Matrix, are going to watch it, I suppose. Okay. Let me just start it. And let me know if the audio is good or anything like that. Okay. I see it. Let's see if I hear it. Yep.
Please welcome our moderator, head of creative at Santa Monica Studio, Corey Barlow.
Got my pop cart Let me know if it's still loud or anything.
That's a lot of people. All right. Thank you
Hi, Muhammad.
for joining us, 4,000 of my closest friends, to discuss a little bit about God of War. So much exciting stuff has been going on with God of War lately. We have the God of War remakes that we just announced recently. We're super excited about that.
That's right.
That's going to be pretty exciting.
Tell me more.
We have the Laufey game that we're going to be talking about today. You just saw some stuff up there like that. I was actually talking to the director of the next Kratos game earlier this week about all the different things that are going. Oh, fuck, did I just announce the next Kratos game? Okay.
I didn't know that was
silence,
like that.
People. I need everybody to just forget that you heard that. Kratos
that's hilarious. I guess that wasn't supposed to happen.
The events of Laufey game, but
Howdy.
don't say anything about it to anybody. You gotta
so
promise.
Funny. That's so funny. So I guess he wasn't supposed to reveal that. I would love to know who the director is. That's very good.
It's very important because I
can wait for this game
if you tell anybody else. But yes, the franchise is going in some pretty amazing directions, and we have some really awesome people that you get to see talk a little bit about their experience of working on the latest project. But first and foremost, I want to bring out the director of the game, my friend, somebody who I've worked with for, if I say the amount of years, it makes me feel really old, so for a really long time, because I'm feeling really fucking old. But she is
23, 22 years?
Ariel Lawrence.
Sodius Furies. Yeah, they're gonna bound Corey Barlow to the chains like Kratos for revealing something that we all knew was gonna happen.
There was a little bit of debate whether or not the people who were on the panel were going to be able to make the panel at the right time, so there was a point where I might have to change the order, but I don't have to change the order. And this is what you're going to get, my inner monologue the entire time.
That's ADHD, baby.
Yeah, I know. So the very first cast member I would like to introduce, an absolutely wonderful, wonderful human being. She's been in some shit with Marvel. She was a vampire at one point.
Daredevil.
Miss Deborah Ann Wall.
I should watch the new Daredevil series. I watched the first episode of the new season, and I kind of stopped there because I heard it's not great, but I want to check it out because I heard season 2 is very good, but she's great as Karen. I love her.
I literally ran here.
She ran here.
In
she did
heels.
This all for you, 4,000 of my closest friends, who again are saying nothing about what was said earlier.
Church of the room.
We're going to continue on introducing some really awesome people. Somebody who I've worked with for a while. He's really into golf, I think, as a hobby. He acts as well. He played a smaller character in an indie sort of game production called God of War. His name is Christopher Judge, and he is fucking Kratos.
Fucking Kratos. That's about right. I love how everyone started freaking out about what he's wearing. Damn, there they are.
Welcome,
the
Chris.
two of them.
Hi, Corey.
So good to see you. Fantastic. Continuing on down the line, an absolutely incredible performer, a wonderful human being. She is in Creamery. She is from New Zealand, and her name is Perlita Lau, and she plays Rue.
New Zealand.
It's another actor who I'm pretty excited about. Who has done a few things. He's really an up-and-comer. He's just starting out on the indie scene. Done a little thing. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's about boys. He's also in fucking Star Trek, so that's really what I'm most excited about. Please welcome Jack Quaid. It's Frank.
God.
There's 2 chairs.
Hello, Comic-Con. Hi.
It's so good.
Nice voice break there. They
Are
did
you
it.
guys all having a good Comic-Con
Frank,
so far?
let's hear more about Frank. I would love to.
Yeah? Are you guys all having a good Comic-Con so far? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask my friend.
Hey, brothers.
That's
Oh,
so good.
finally,
I had an
brother.
excellent Comic-Con.
Hey there,
I
Mimir.
actually bought Season 6 Stargate SG-1 trading cards.
That's
And
what
Chris Judge is
Chris
right
is
here
in it, yeah.
on the back. You're going to sign all 72 of these for me. All right?
At 60 a pop? What are we doing?
Yeah,
100 a
that's
pop?
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Price to be negotiated later.
I mean, I'll pay, of course. You're right. All right, one of the first things, I want Ariel to talk a little bit about the art card. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with that.
Yes, hopefully.
Oh, yeah,
people
they
have
got,
been
like,
passing
stuff,
these out.
yeah.
So these are kind of a collector's art card. They are illustrated by a friend of the studio, Megan Lara. She is showing in the art hall. CC19, please visit her booth. She does amazing work, and we will reveal some more things about these cards later on. Thank you.
Very interesting, because like Morse, I think, did some. They
Hold on
noticed
to
that
this
the language on the card is the same as the
Excellent.
language
All
on
right,
the
so
sword.
We have a bunch of questions.
So
that I'm
there's
gonna
like,
ask
ooh,
to
mysteries,
spark
you know, that
conversation
kind of
between
stuff.
These delightful human beings, and occasionally I'm going to chime in with a question that I wrote myself, and it will be different than what one expects. But we're going to start off with something for all of our lovely panelists. We're going to go from here to Deborah, all the way down to Jack, and I want you to tell us a little bit about your casting story. How did you end up in this game?
I mean, Jenny, I don't really know. I still am kind of pinching myself. I get to be here and a part of this at all. All I remember is that you had called my reps and said you wanted a meeting, but not necessarily knowing about what. And I, at that point, hadn't played video games in about 10 years, so I wasn't super familiar.
That's how it
and
goes,
2018
usually,
had
yeah.
just come out as well. So the night before, I went home and I watched. I was like, oh, I'll just watch like 20 minutes, get a little feel for this, and I ended up watching for like 6 hours. I just spent all night
good cutscenes.
watching the 2018. It was probably some of you playing it and putting it on YouTube, frankly. So thank you. But I remember doing that, and by that time, I was this enormous fan of yours and of the franchise and of Chris's and everyone involved. And I remember walking in to Santa Monica Studios and just shaking a little bit and trying to feel cool when I never feel cool. And I walked in the office, and we had that conversation, and you already had a poster of Faye and all the things. And, you know, if you want to get an actor to work for you,
My
put
goat
their face
Corey,
on a
yes, he's the
poster.
goat. Nice to see you, Dean.
We're very fickle. And yeah, I think from then on it's just been kind of a dream. And that's where I'm at still.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
That's delightful.
We heard Chris's story 1,000 times, but there you go. Hi, Tailgate.
Bill?
Thank you for coming.
Kratos, Bill? I mean, Chris? What's your casting story, brother?
Well, mine's not as romantic as that. So, you know, we've been together for 13 years?
Yeah.
13 years. So 13 years ago.
2013, that's insane,
Video
yeah.
games weren't held in the high
That's the
regard
year
as they are
Ascension came
now.
out.
So I got this piece that I read, and it was the best thing I've ever read. And I called my agent, and I was angry.
Hubby and wife,
I
yeah.
said, this is
There they are.
obviously just going to go straight to offer. Like, why are you wasting my time reading something I'm never going to do? I said, well, don't hate me. It's a video game. And after inventing cuss words to call her for 5 minutes, she said, no, they're going to do it a different way. It's going to be filmed. And I was still very reluctant. She said, look, just go to the audition, and if you don't like it, we'll pass. So we went, and everything was as said. And it proceeded to the process, and I thought I had gotten it. And I get to the studio, and we'd like to introduce you to Sonny, who was this little runt. I think he was, what, six at the time?
6 years old? You think we would cast him at 6 years old? No. Come on. He was 9.
And
Sorry, let me fix this.
You know,
Yeah,
this
all
is
right.
your read to see if you guys
This
get
is your
along.
boss, is what we said.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so it went great, and I found out afterwards,
Oil Ascension.
kind of that the ultimate
I
say
summoned
went to
you.
Sonny. So I owe this whole journey not only to you, the mastermind behind this wonderful thing, but to a 6 or 9-year-old who actually held the fate of Kratos in his hands.
I do like referring to him as a 6 or 9-year-old. We're gonna forever do that. Belina?
I know Deborah
What's your casting
from Marvel. Me too.
Yeah, so
Still doing it.
I didn't know at the time, but Eric
Still in
Williams
Daredevil.
had seen Kumri and told the casting team to get in touch with me. And so I got this email one day and it was like, "Hi, we're from Sony, would like to chat with you." And I was like, "Oh, is this one of those sophisticated scams they talk about?" And I was like, I was like, "Oh, guys," I told some friends, I was like, "I've got this email." And they're like, yeah, it's a scam, don't follow through. And I was like, but maybe, what if it's not?
Jackwood's agent,
and
wanna
so
be a
I had a
cube?
meeting
Probably
with
yes.
the casting team, and then that went through to an audition with you and Corey and Ariel. And we did like a monologue, and then it was a chemistry test with Deborah. And then I heard nothing, and I was like, okay, well, that's it. That's it. And I'll never forget, I got into the car one weekend and put my bag down, and I just got my phone out, and you know when you can see the headline of the email that's come through, and all I saw was Sony PlayStation, "Hi Polina, the team at Santa Monica Studios would like to offer," and then I just threw my phone down, and I was like, oh my God, and I can't tell anyone.
Chris has a lovely aura,
And
absolutely.
It's been pretty
Very warm.
life-changing, and this is my first Comic-Con, so I'm so excited.
This happening right now? No, this isn't recorded. But I haven't seen it. It just came out. Thank you for
Best
upgrading, 76
scam
Doctor. I appreciate it.
So good. Jack.
Hello. I think for oh wow,
Everyone
thank you. That's
loves
nice.
Jack.
I think for me, it
Oi,
also
oi.
felt like a bit of a sophisticated scam. I think so. I'm a giant video game nerd.
There's also
I always
Atreus,
have been.
so
I've been
is he
like a
gonna talk about
PlayStation
that?
fanboy since like Crash Bandicoot 1, and like I've been in games before, but this is like the most amount of time I've spent actually lending my voice. I was about to say likeness. It's not my likeness. I don't know if you know this, but I play what you might call a cube. But I remember, I think I, back in the day, wrote something on social media about how much I was enjoying Ragnarok because I loved it, and the amazing Jeffrey Ketchum,
love to meet
he
Chris.
invited me
Yeah,
to
he
the
does a lot of
studio,
these.
and you guys had just shipped the game, so no one was there. You guys were like, I need
Oh,
to
it's
take
out.
a big vacation.
Yep.
And I brought my buddy Nick. He was so excited, and we just wound up asking Jeff and Eric and the writers just every question. We're like, remember that moment when Kratos did this? Well, how'd you guys come up with that? It was like the Chris Farley show. It was like that.
Awesome.
I was so excited. Then like years went by. I'm just a massive fan, and then all of a sudden, much like Deborah, like my reps got in contact with me, and they were like, there may be something for you in the new God of War game, and I flipped out. And I'm on a Zoom with Corey and Ariel, and they're like, yeah, we'd love for you to come on by, and you're gonna be a cube. And I'm like, I have so many questions, and they're like, it's okay, don't worry. And I'm like, but these guys are geniuses at what they do. When they say jump, I say how high. Like, I am honored to be here. So thank you for having me, guys. Seriously.
Frank jumps pretty high. It goes bow, bow, so a lot of jumping. Oi! Almost had the chance to meet
I think
Chris.
the lesson we learned is we shouldn't ask people
Damn.
to borrow money.
I
when
think
we
you
try
told
to
us.
cast
Yeah,
them,
that's
because
unfortunate.
It does sound like a scam. Okay, Deborah, I want to ask you this question.
Okay.
How has your role evolved since you first started shooting all the way back on Ragnarok to now?
That was a quick
Ragnarok
shoot.
was so interesting because she was sort of existing within Kratos's imagination, within his heart. So it was very much
That's a nice way
what
to put
he
it.
remembered of her. What were the aspects that moved him, that changed him, that he needed in those moments? And it was such a beautiful perspective because our partners see so much of ourselves that maybe we don't always recognize, and maybe even see us better than
That's
we
very
recognize
that's
in
very
ourselves.
interesting.
So that was really
That's
interesting
good
to kind of
insight.
to start to discover who she was.
I
through
guess Faye
Kratos'
wasn't
eyes.
that, huh?
And then to come back after all the incredible writing that Ariel and her
Faye
team
just-
and everyone
Kratos
there
just
have
wanted
done,
someone
and
to
see
call him a
how
good
much
boy. That's
more
really-
even there was to her. I mean, I was immediately inspired and excited to kind of maybe show the less virtuous sides of her, the parts of her that struggle, the parts of her that feel like she's not enough and that she's failed, you know, and I think there's a lot of really interesting parallel story to tell in that why she and Kratos are a good match. I think they understand each other in a lot of ways.
Yep.
Nice.
Talked a lot about that. That makes a lot of sense. But the thing about Kratos remembering her the way she is, that's very interesting for sure.
And for Ariel and you, this is a joint question, so you're going to figure out how you guys can answer this together. How did you guys go about finding the voice for Faye?
Well, I mean, I think we started with what was present of the ideas of Faye from 2018 and really just how did this woman start this journey for Kratos and Atreus together. And then as we got to know more people within the God of War universe, just the effect that this woman had on all of their lives. And so when we started thinking about how to tell Faye's story, we started with those things and started to ask those questions about what really drove this person to be so prepared, the love that she carried for these people in this world, and started to flesh that out. And then, you know, when Deborah came in, she breathed so much life into that, and it's been incredible building that three-dimensional, rounded human together.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like just as we would, you know, we came in with such a strong start, and then as I'm starting to put myself in there and we're finding a voice and we're finding a perspective, and I really started to get into this idea of like the weight of a hero,
Yes.
of a warrior, and that we put these people on pedestals, but they're also just human,
Yes.
and they just have people that they care about. And, you know, our joke was like Faye McLean from Die Hard.
Yeah, I
She's
heard that.
a bit
That's
of a
pretty good.
reluctant hero. Like, she just wants to get back to her family, but like, all right, I'll save the building on the way if I have to, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, you kind of, if you are called to be a hero, whether you want to or not, you save the world. And that's just like, how do you finding the nuance in that story? Yeah.
Deborah has such insightful answers. She knows what she wants to say. I hope we
Chris.
get some
Yes.
lore clues. We're hungry for more. We'll see.
I
So-
did text you last December.
Yeah, I changed my
So,
number.
yeah.
Sorry. So what do you think the impact is that Faye has on Kratos' story?
Well, for me, I always thought that Faye was the genesis of the change of Kratos. So much of the messaging in the first two games was about hope.
My
and
wife seems to think
forgiveness
Laufey would be better than
and
the
being
best entry
better.
in the Norse saga.
And I
That
think
would be
that all
awesome. I would
started,
love for it to be.
with Kratos' relationship with Faye. That's where it
2018 is hard to
began
top,
in
but
him.
you know.
And what kept him going was her final wishes, but also
Haven't been sold on Faye
ensuring
after Raggy.
that this
That's fine.
wonderful
We'll see-
life that
we'll
we
see what the
had
game is.
created together would be better than the old man. And I just think the beginnings of all that began with his relationship with Faye.
It's two very damaged people seeing each other's damage,
Tried Sons of Sparta, did not enjoy it.
loving and believing in each other.
That's
that
kind of how it
doesn't
is
always
for a lot
work
of
out.
people, yeah.
Right?
I'm glad in this case it did.
It's very good. All right.
I'd prefer to enter the game with a blank
User in the
mind.
front row,
Playing
please
it
pick
day one. Okay.
one of these actors. Yeah, shout out a name. Are you? Jack. All right, I heard Deborah,
Thank
but
you,
we'll
sir.
get to another one. This is one of my wild card questions.
Oh no. Maybe no, thank you.
Of the video audio,
Jack
please.
missed the
Okay.
rehearsal, so he doesn't know what these
Actually
are.
missed
It's
the
pretty
rehearsal.
loud.
Also, speaking of heroes, the
about
way
as
that
loud as I can
Deborah
make
came
it.
in at like the last second, it was like you were like stopping the explosion at the very last second in an action movie. You were like cutting the red wire. That was amazing.
It was very good. We are all very impressed with that. Jack,
Yes, sir.
Nice stalling.
you just killed me. And
What?
you need to choose which one of your castmates would you call to help dispose of my body?
Yeah, these are the right questions. Your voice
Don't
is
worry,
louder.
it's something we've all
Why?
thought about.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't
One
know
second.
why I missed rehearsal. That was a mistake.
I feel like should we each
Thank
give
you for
our
choosing
give our
Jack, by the way.
qualifications? I feel like
lowered
we should
my
give our
voice down.
qualifications.
I think you're all very, very qualified, but I'm very interested to hear your qualifications.
I have a very large shovel. And I do a lot of
Who
home
really is she?
improvement.
Household Clara White.
So you were already kind of near the top of the
Yeah,
list. That might have put you
Well,
over
that's
the
what
top.
the
and
game is gonna show,
I know
isn't
the
it?
way to the desert.
I think we haven't seen anything of her
I've
yet.
been running logistics around Corey for
Hey!
23
Take
years.
it back. Deborah's
Are we
the
getting
one
a
that
small
killed
glimpse
me.
of some more gameplay?
For
Doubt
sure.
it.
But
I
Jack
don't
is
think
in charge
they
of
showed
disposing
anything.
of my body.
Yo, Midgard.
I can keep a
Could you
secret.
leave this
Are
VOD
you-
out?
are you
I'm
saying,
busy, so okay. Of
Deborah's
course, all the
the
VODs
one
are
you're
always
going
out.
with?
I think just based off of her entrance alone, I was like, she'll be there. She'll show up.
Her enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm for murder.
The qualification she has. She really sold herself on that.
Of course, of course.
That's
You know,
fantastic.
if you bury a body, there's a lot of like time in the car out to the desert, and I feel like we can just talk about D&D the whole time. That sounds great. Yeah.
That's very good. What specific facts of D&D would you be discussing?
Oh man. Okay, this is gonna get really nerdy for a second, but my buddy George Primavera is a dungeon master.
Yes,
that
love
is yes.
George.
Thank you.
George is so
and
good.
they've worked together, and I remember I wasn't telling any of my friends that I was part of this game, and my
Your
friend
audio
George
is
was like,
low, the video
"Oh,
is
I
too
just did like
loud."
a whole campaign with Deborah
Someone
and
just
Bob."
said
And
I
like,
was too
keeping my
too
mouth
loud
shut.
that the audio
So I
wasn't
can't
loud
keep a
enough.
secret. You can trust me to bury the body.
That's
how it
fantastic.
goes.
I'm really good at keeping secrets.
Who
too.
do I trust? Who do I believe?
That's very good. I mean, I'd love to just sit here and talk about D&D all day, but we can't because I'd like to go back and talk a little bit to Chris and Deborah. What was your first filming experience like together?
Oh my God, you guys. So it was my very first day ever on a video game. I was already this like
Let me see if I can
nervous,
make it louder.
adorable fan of Chris's because by that point I had watched so much and played so much. And literally, I mean, my job was to come in and fall in love with Chris Judge for a day, fall in love with Kratos, and it was easy.
Okay,
and Chris
hopefully
made
this
it
is loud enough for you
so
now.
Welcoming, and we had some really vulnerable stuff right from the beginning, and I don't know, anyone out there who's done any acting. You are just a person in front of another person, looking into each other's eyes and being honest,
Well, I've
and
been
that's hard to
wanting
do.
to play a strong
And,
female protagonist.
I really, I
Laufey, great.
remember
There you go.
nearly every second of that day because I knew it was special. Yeah.
It wasn't. I've often said our first day was one of my favorite days through all of it. One of my favorite days in the volume.
I mean, it's very
and,
different. Yeah.
We were kind of just thrown in.
We did
to-
all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to make things work, you have to trust.
She's watching with me.
the other
Hi,
person.
wife.
So we actually just went off to the side and looked into each other's eyes, and we just spent a few minutes together, and it was all there.
Yeah.
It was just the immediate trust, the immediate, I'm safe with this person.
And I love it because for me, I think about their meeting and this like fierce fight they had. And I was like, this was the end of that fight.
Right.
Where they sat down and they looked in each other's eyes and they went, that's my person.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Hi,
exactly
Nancy.
right. Yeah, it was.
They're in love. I would love
it
to
doesn't
see the
happen a
fight,
lot,
though. I would love to
but
see the
it-
fight.
It was magic from, hi, this is Deborah.
And a lot more to come in this game, I assume, yeah. But I want to see the fight. Just show me the fight.
That's sweet. My first day ever shooting anything for 2018 was extremely stressful. So, Ariel, why don't you tell us a little bit about what your sort of first day on set was like?
with you or in general? I think.
And that I'm not there.
Okay, that's easy.
Very easy.
I think that for me, just coming into the volume, and we do so much preparation beforehand, and the team rehearses and just goes through all the motions, and we put together an animatic. But because we are shooting a oneer, just everybody is just really on it in there. But then we can only kind of bring so much, and then when our incredibly
fight,
talented
even actors
cast
though,
comes in,
I assume
it's magic.
we're gonna see
and
it.
I don't even need to watch we have
Red nipple
screens that
Kratos
show
in the
us
everywhere.
their characters, in the
I hope
volume
so.
as they are their actual models. But it's just a joy, honestly, to kind of sit with this almost live theater performance of these moments and watch these people come together. So, I think it's always exciting, it's moving. I mean, you guys said it was magic the first time. It's still magic now, and I'm just so excited when we can all get together.
Truly.
So not stressful at all then.
Yeah, I assume they're like used to filming like this.
Okay,
and
good.
this,
Now we're going to
this
do
is the
another
third
rapid
game.
fire question. It's not as interesting as the Killing Me one, but it's still pretty good. What are some fun or memorable moments from being on the set? And Jack, we are going to start with you.
Jaffe's in a
Okay.
volume.
Like I said, I'm a giant fan of this franchise, and I had never actually met Chris before, and I was nerding out because I was like, oh, he might be on set this day. And I met him, it was amazing, and then I realized the rest of the day I was in this PVC pipe cube costume. And they got some photos of me, they're out there. I don't think I've ever looked happier in a photo in my life. I loved it, I felt at home in that cube.
Yeah, they showed
It was the best. So yeah, all cube-related memories are amazing. But most of my time in this has been in a voiceover booth. So it was just a joy actually to come into set, and I don't think I actually had really met any of you, but I saw you on screens a lot because I would see what you guys would do in the volume, just doing brilliant work, and I wanted to know what it was going to be like, and it was just incredible to be like in the Sony Santa Monica volume, like at all. So if I'm in a cube costume, I don't care. It's amazing. It's so great, and again, thank you for having me on board. I'm just going to thank you the entire time.
Frank.
Polina.
My turn. So similar to Jack, I've done a lot of my work back in New Zealand in a voice booth as well, but I've been fortunate enough to come out to LA a few times, and it's so amazing just to be able to be on set with everyone. I'm constantly watching you, Deborah, sorry that sounds creepy, but just like taking notes, watching you, Chris, and listening to you, Jack, and I'm just sort of like, okay, it's my first video game. But for Rue, I get to hold this little hook.
Yeah.
And I get to watch myself, you watch the ribbon on screen move around, and it's so fun. And yeah, it's so much fun being on set with, the directors, the animators. Everyone is so
We never had a Kiwi
locked
person
in
that got a
and
award. This is
focused,
fun.
and they really, really care. And that's something that has been so incredible to watch and feel when you're in the room and
Like
you just
Jack Waits'
like
Hard
you're
Gear games.
really a
I
part
didn't
of
even know he
something.
did that.
And it's amazing.
What are the notable differences for you, like between shooting a film, shooting television, shooting a game?
Yeah, I think, well, firstly, you're in this bright studio, right? When you're on location or
Where do you
filming
think,
for TV and film,
Egyptian or
you might be
Japanese?
in a place where everyone's hiding behind the gear, and so suddenly it's just you and whoever the
I
actors
just want
are.
Aztec,
But with
honestly.
video games, everyone's just there. They're standing right in front of you, a few meters away, just watching you, looking at the monitors.
Which you kind of like that because you're watching Deborah. So
Exactly. You're always watching. And yeah, and it's the similar thing where when you finish a take, everyone gets asked,
What if we
were
play
you
as
happy with
Frank at
that?
some
Check,
point?
check, check. But it's effectively a
not
one-er.
impossible.
So this sort of blew my mind because in TV and film, you might do a conversation as, my shot, your shot, a two-shot, a wider shot. So you're getting the same conversation multiple times. Whereas this, we get to rehearse a few times, and then we shoot it, and then, yeah,
Then moving on.
and then moving on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of different for many other
Chris?
video games.
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
On what, Corey?
Life in general. What are some fun anecdotes for you?
Oh,
on set?
well, I'm just gonna be honest. I had a lot of trepidation going into the set
Yeah.
because we had built like this space that was like sacred. So once you walked in there, there was no religion, there was no different sexes, it was just a bunch of people with a common goal. And it was safe. So I didn't know what to expect when I got there.
Sleep
And
postponed? All right.
Getting there.
If you want to go
and
sleep,
the
you
warmth
should
and
sleep.
the humanity and the love that had carried on. It was just a huge relief. Like, oh, it's still home. It's still home. You know, and then
He's been in there a lot, this guy, yeah.
so
Chris
till I
has
was
opened-
there,
he
I
wants
couldn't wrap my
Egypt
head around
to
a lot
be
of
the
the
bookend
script.
of his career.
And then when I saw it, okay,
I think Stargate stuff is related to Egypt.
seeing
so
Jack
that makes
in
sense.
the cube, I was like,
Such an honor to meet you, sir.
you know, because that is one of the great things about this is the
He's going to be in
discovery.
a
Like,
lot,
how do
but
you
I don't
play a
think
guy
he's
9
going to
feet
be
tall? How do you play
playable.
little people?
Not
How
in
do
this
you-
one.
And just the different creative methods to really make you feel like you are talking to someone very little, or you're talking to someone tall, or you're talking to someone huge, or there's a gigantic dog there. And so
There is a
was
gigantic dog
What are they
there.
going to do for this? And when I saw you in that PVC pipe, but like so happy to be in it.
I just got married. That was the
shower
best
and
day of my
nap, but I
life.
wanted to
This
watch the
was
stream live.
really, really close. Really close.
I was like, and I often have joked, because every time we do something, so I'll get the script and I'll make suggestions, and they allow me to never even consider. I don't even know if they read what I suggest. And every time at our first read through, I go, you guys did it again. You did. It's perfect. And so once again, I was left with, it's perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. He should be in it quite a lot, but I don't think it's
Deborah,
playable.
do you want to
I
talk
don't
about
think...
your first day on set?
I do. My my very first day on set for Laufey, we
Here with the
were
secret
doing
role?
a scene, and they handed me
Why
a
not?
prop, and
Why not?
unbeknownst to me, this was a very famous prop that they had used on The Last of Us. Was it a hockey stick or a
club.
baseball bat
It's
or
a golf club.
The golf
something like
club.
that. I don't know. Anyway, not the like, but like the thing that they used to film, whatever that scene. I can't
That's
remember.
hilarious.
So, yeah, some sort of sporting equipment, And
Wow.
and they gave it to
Last
me,
of Us
and I
2,
was
good
supposed
stuff.
to use it like an axe, and I broke it.
Like an axe. Wait, so she's
She
going to use
swung
the
it
axe in the game.
so hard.
So I
it
guess we're going to
cracked,
see
and
Faye
it
with the
echoed
axe.
throughout the volume.
Confirmed.
And we were like,
Flashbacks
hot
confirmed.
damn, let's go.
We're like, okay, I get it. This is your game.
They gotta get
it was, and then
Laufey
like
to
everyone
sing
kind of went silent
some jazz
for
for
a
the
minute,
game.
and then was like,
That'd be cool, actually.
like in the immortal words of Jimmy Myers, he was like, fuck yeah, video games.
Fuck yeah, video games.
So I guess we'll see Faye with the axe. That's exciting. That's what I took out of that. Here's your lore
Apparently,
stuff.
I have to ask
guess.
myself a question. That's one of the cards to talk about. Why did you choose all of these characters to be in this game?
That's a good question.
It's interesting for me. What I wanted to see with Faye and the sort of journey.
Bear McCreary did the score for Laufey?
with
Yes.
This extension and expansion of the world, where the characters that we meet are unexpected, right? A cube that you make friends with, that you actually feel like you can relate to, that you have an emotional connection with, I thought was an interesting challenge. Perhaps it's sort of the animator in me that I like the idea of seeing if you can make something non-animated actually be a character you can relate to.
That's
but
your
also
answer.
Connecting it to this larger sort of plan of expanding everything. And everything that we're doing within the Fae game is kind of truly a continuation of everything that's going on in the story to set up what's going to expand next. So planning so many games into the future.
I bet it's fight with Thor or
kind of
Kratos.
Mishmash collection that I see on the stage now and realize, fuck, I fucked up. We should totally recast all this. No, I'm just kidding. They're amazing. And everything worked out far better than I could have ever imagined it.
I'm very
so many
excited.
Years ago, when
I'm so happy that Corey's plan is coming to fruition.
Concept art.
It's been so
that had
long.
You and a bird, I think, and Frank was on there. Frank was around since the beginning, and it's interesting to imagine how we kind of build this world out.
Frank's
and
important.
see it slowly come
Frank's
together,
gonna be Kratos'
and all
companion
of
the
things
next
that we do
game.
in this game are something so amazing.
Backstory for the
you know,
cube.
20,000,
I just hate the cube.
35.
Everyone hates the cube. I don't mind the cube.
When we are 2035. That's what it's gonna. I'm just kidding. That's not the release date. I didn't leak that either.
2035.
None of these things are leaks. But there are tremendous opportunities inside of all of this.
That sounds
And
about
Ariel,
right.
now that I've sort of rambled on about those, let's talk about the companions.
Okay. What do you want to know about the companions?
Let's talk about how do they enhance and connect to the world of the everyone.
Yeah, I think that Faye finds herself in a little bit of a predicament when she arrives in the Everyone, and and Frank and Rue are often are in the same kind of predicament, and so in Faye they see the potential
Cube attack button? Pretty much. I
somebody
expect
who
that,
can
yeah.
help this world of magic, and I think that's really like that where that first kind of connection comes from, that kind of spark of hope. But I think also, each of the companions and Faye, are kind of in a different place in their head, and they each bring out something else in each other. So for Rue, there's some things about how the past is shaped, and what the possibilities are
talked
about
about
the
this.
future. And for Faye, she's just kind of really stuck in wanting to get back home to her family and to a certain point in time.
Cube
and
attack
for
button is
Frank,
square, pretty much,
He really wants
yeah.
to be right here, right now. And so all of them living in this kind of past, present, future kind of pull on those threads together. And
Jojo, that sounds right, yeah.
gives them all the space to become heroes. And I think that's really, it's been really satisfying to watch evolve.
Attack button is back to square and triangle. No, it's not, because we see the R2 as the attack button in the reveal. I think it's the Norse scheme, because the camera system
Speaking
and
of
everything,
companions, we'll
it's
get to
still
that in
going to be
just a second.
R1 and R2.
You in the blue shirt. Pick somebody.
It
Who?
just looks so alien. MCU
Chris.
writing, haven't watched
Christopher.
enough
Okay,
movies.
Chris.
Oh, wait, no. Is this one of those, the questions, the speeds?
Yes, it is.
Come
Okay.
on, dog. Worked too hard at this career to let it go with one question.
We're gonna rob a bank. And I need you to tell me the role of everybody in the cast for our heist.
The role.
Yeah, I'm just the person
everyone.
on the phone calling you and telling you I need you to rob this bank. So you're gonna hire all of your
Give us
castmates.
another
Talk about
multiplayer.
typecasting. No,
Nice one.
that was 14 roles in my early career. Okay.
Wow.
So,
Thanks for being a member,
Let's start with
Dr.
Ariel.
Doc.
Ariel is
They'll never make a multiplayer
The
game
bank
again. I'm
manager.
sorry.
It's an inside job.
Deborah is my partner, but who I have to impress because she thinks I've fallen off.
Well, I like this already.
So I got to make this last big score.
They say Fortnite, we don't need a cube.
Excellent.
Well, they want to
It
do
feels like
something
a last
different.
week's
I don't
score,
know.
yes.
They seem to be challenged. No, bro, don't say that, man. I'm sorry. I'm just being
One of
honest.
the detectives that figures out that it's us pulling this heist. And she gets there almost in time to foil it. Jack is the bumbling security guard.
Yeah. It's such an honor to meet you, sir. Oh, geez.
Who unwittingly gives the information that allows us to be brought to justice. Take that, I did it, that spur of a moment.
That is so good.
Deborah's very
Literally
true.
every role you do, Jack, I'm just going to picture you in the PVC cube.
Go, feel free to imagine it. It's fine. That's out there. I'm good.
Let's go
I'm very
judge.
comfortable
Yeah,
with
that's
this.
fun.
All right.
You won't make it multiplayer
So speaking
again?
of companions,
Part
Jack,
of why
Perlina,
I
let's
such
talk
it
about
ended up
your
the way it was.
experience
Yes. Yes.
making this and your characters of Rue
Yeah.
and Frank. So starting with you, Perlina.
Okay, I
A
want to
little bit
hear
about
this. I would love to know
So
more.
I think Rue's character, a very complicated past, and I think Faye represents an opportunity. I mean, the world is in a bad place, as you've seen, and I think meeting Faye, there's definitely hesitancy there. I think Rue represents the part of us that if we've made mistakes or you're hesitant about something, going forward, you're of course going to try and be a bit more cautious, not a massive risk taker, definitely the one that's like, guys, let's just pause for a minute and think about
Multiplayer
this.
scope, but I played it barely.
Very different to
Yeah, I mean,
very
they
different to
did
Frank.
save-
And I think Faye
did
is like
save
an
the
opportunity
servers recently.
for change or for hope. Yeah, and so it's been, and it's really, really fun basically being on the shoulder of Faye. I'm always hovering behind you slightly. And
Very
it's been
Mimir-like.
so cool being in those moments, filming with you, Deborah, and just, again, watching you do your thing.
That's not a
and
British
only
accent.
over
That's a
one shoulder.
Kiwi
Oh, yeah.
accent
And
from New
only
Zealand.
over one shoulder, though, so I've only seen half your face.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
But yeah, it's, and I love the friendship, the companionship, but the dynamic between the three, all so different, all really different agendas, different ways of dealing with situations as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean by different agendas?
I'd say, Rue's character has a very complicated past. I'd say Frank doesn't really know a lot about his past. Therefore, he's a very present character.
Very
And
interesting.
he's all about being in the here and now, which
Why
is
doesn't
so
he
nice
know
for
much?
me when I'm recording it, because I'm a very anxious person. And I'm always thinking about the future, but it's really been nice to be forced to play a character that allows me to just like be in the moment and calm down. And also, just as a video game player, I'm used to doing voiceover roles where the character's like, screaming all the time. And I'm very happy I'm not doing that in this, because I know that near you all the time, that's going to get old fast. So it was really nice to just be the character
That's a
in
good sign
something
for
reminding
Frank. I don't
everyone to
know.
be in the here and now. And
Batista's
Rue's a bit more
Kratos,
hesitant.
I would
Frank, I wouldn't
love
say he's
that
reckless,
very
but
much.
I think he's
He
way more
was my
curious.
number one choice
and that
for
was
a while.
really,
I don't know if he has
really
the physique,
inspiring
but-
and fun to play as well, and making sure this kind of triumvirate of characters, I think I'm using that word right, works, and they all kind of complement each other in different ways. And I think when Frank meets Faye, Frank deeply, deeply cares about the everyone and all the creatures, especially the creatures. He has a real soft spot for them. And when Frank meets Faye, he's like, okay, I think
Well,
much like Rue,
he's
it's
a
like
cube.
there's
He's
some,
probably a
there's some
part of
hope
the
here. Our
everyone.
world has seen better days, and
Batista
I
has lost
think
so much
she
weight.
might
That's
be
my concern,
the
too.
answer to that.
10 years ago, he would have been perfect.
Good. Yes.
Hopefully the cube can redeem himself among fans. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Your mustache is just glorious.
Oh, thanks, man. I grew
You're
up for
writing
you.
your first theory? That's
People
great.
please clap for his mustache.
Thank you, everyone.
Keenan got our 3.
Thank you.
Sorry, I can't really read this right now because I'm trying to listen.
Thank you so much.
I
No,
really only
no,
pointed
no,
that out
no
'cause we got on a
rock,
call
no
recently
rock.
and he was talking a lot about his mustache.
I had time to stall. This was not a call about the mustache.
It
We were waiting for someone to get on the line. I'm like, by the way, Corey,
was-
I have a mustache now. And he's like, tell me all about it.
it was an audio call too, so I couldn't see.
That helps me for a guy in his 50s to be
And he saw it
bulking.
today and he
yeah,
went,
that's
"All
true.
right."
Yeah, today was the
He's older
reveal
than-
of the mustache. So I'm sorry, I'm still absorbing all of this because I've
He's
been
older
waiting
than Ryan
weeks
Hurst.
to actually get the visual reveal.
I'm glad it was worth it. Thank you, buddy.
It really was. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to do another rapid fire through everybody, and now we're going to come back down. You know what? I'm going to screw that. We're going to start with Deborah because we're there. And this is even better that we're starting with Deborah. What do you feel your character brings out in Faye? Yeah.
What do I think Faye brings
What does
out
Faye
in Faye?
bring out in Faye?
I don't know if I know how to
Only from the mind of Corey Barlow.
Why wasn't this
know.
released on the
What
weekend?
is
Why
Faye
now,
bring out
though?
in Faye?
I don't know.
I mean,
No idea.
I
but
think Faye
curious
is
now.
very hard on
Everyone,
herself.
especially since
I
now
think that she
everyone's-
expects I think perfection was expected of her,
It
and
will
when she
catch
fell
more
short
flag
of
than Ryan
that,
Robertson.
needed someone
Irony
to tell her
poison.
that she was enough.
From what it
And I think
sounds
that's when
like, Frank is a very
this
sincere
happened.
person and not
And
an
I think that
ironic
we look
one
at,
at all.
we talked
so
about two damaged people, but I think specifically
take
two
the
people who feel like
criticism
they
from
failed.
Ragnarok.
They failed their people, they failed their families, and how do you recover from that? And so I think, yeah, I think that, I don't remember exactly how you phrased it, but if that answers your question.
What do you think you bring to the group dynamic?
Oh, the group
What
dynamic.
does Faye bring? Oh, this is a new
Oh,
question.
this is a new
I'm just skipping
question.
right
Okay.
here. I'm crazy, but what does Faye bring out
Yeah.
in Faye? That's good.
Yeah, no, I think that
What
was
do you
good. She,
sort of
yeah,
bring
she,
to the group?
shame and deep disappointment. No, I mean to the group. I do think one of my favorite things about this story is that with the trio, I don't think any one of them could make it alone. That the only way they get to the end of this story is if they have each one of them present and contributing.
Frank blew the
and I
horn.
think
Frank
for
blew
me,
the horn.
Faye is the driving force. So we're each bringing our piece to it, but I think in some
The
ways, and we
issue
we
with
meet
Davis Kratos
Rue
is the
and
head
Frank,
shape.
and they're trapped and
Whatever.
they're sort of stagnant, and
really doesn't
progress is
matter.
not being made, and it's almost like Faye gets in and kickstarts it. But she certainly couldn't make it through without Rue and Frank being there to make that possible, knowing the everyone,
Jojo,
providing
100%.
that story, giving
No
her
point
a
in the show,
reason to
but
do
they
it.
keep trying to make it.
And so I think that's sort of my favorite thing. She's a little bit of chaos as well, which we need. I always love in that trailer that, to get us out of the jail, I blow something up and like war begins. When you get up on top of that trailer at the end, you're like, oh my God, what did you do, Faye? Because everything is, falling apart. But yeah.
Excellent. Teal'c?
Yes.
What does your character bring out in Faye?
As Teal'c?
Let's start with Kratos, but for fun,
Oh.
we're going to do Teal'c as well.
Okay.
Check out SMVR full game video. It's so peak. I'll
what
check
does
it out.
Kratos bring out in?
In Faye.
In-
What do you...
Well,
what
sexy
does your character
time.
bring out?
I'm so happy that I swallowed my water before you said that joke. There would have been a spit take.
Well, there's this really corny line, but great line in Wedding Crashers.
That's not where I was expecting this to go.
Crashers.
And it's
Really, Zane would pull it
love
off. Interesting.
is a soul finding its own reflection in another. And yeah, that's from Wedding Crashers.
So
Oh my
good.
God, I'm quoting Wedding Crashers. What the it's a great movie. And it really, I think, pertains to Kratos and Faye. And just like their hearts and souls mirror each other, their journeys mirror each other's journeys. And I think that is kind of one of the, God, how do I say this without giving away anything? I'll just do it, Corey, and just say it.
No, don't leak things. Please stop.
I'm going to stop now.
Oh, that worked.
But no, it truly is, shoot. How,
Yeah, it's hard to answer all these
I'm going to
questions.
stop now.
Because
Thank you.
Because you can't say
Cheers, ladies
anything
and
at all.
gentlemen.
I think for Kratos and Faye, they both see the person that they want to be in the other person's eyes. You know, for Kratos, he wants to be the person that Faye thinks of him, and I think the same is equally true in that mirror version.
Look at the
for
way she
Faye,
looks at him.
that
She's
she
genuinely
wants to be the
smitten.
person that
is
Kratos
a big
you
presence.
just
yes.
restated what I said from the quote from Wedding Crashers.
That's
Except she didn't quote
I
Wedding Crashers,
completely
right?
processed it. Thank you.
This entire game is an adaptation of Wedding Crashers, right? That's why I signed on.
I said don't leak anything. Damn it.
I'm Owen Wilson, right? He's in that movie.
This is going to be so good for the later question I have. Berlina, what do you feel your character brings out in Faye?
Sorry, I have no Wedding Crashers quotes for you. I think because Rue's quite stuck in the past.
I'll be back soon.
There's
Thank
a lot
you.
of questioning of everything, for better for worse. And I think it's almost like it's a projection, really. And so, because of that, I think Faye's always sort of forced to face the present, what's going on, what she's trying to do, the goal that you have. But also, Faye's very brave, I think, and very driven. Rue can be as well, but I think that's where Faye kind of needs to give Rue the push. And like you said, Deborah, like the three work together and sort of bring different things to the trio. Does that answer the question?
I don't know, does it?
Yes.
It does, thank you. Jack.
I think me, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
great.
your mustache.
I touched on it a bit earlier, but I would say that, I think when Faye arrives at the Everyone, she very much has a mission. She's there. She wants to see if there's any way maybe she can get back. She's driven, and she provides the drive. I think Frank, it's kind of what I said before about being in the present moment, but I think when you have a character that is so driven like that, you do need someone to kind of help you take stock of what you currently have, slow you down so that you don't do anything entirely reckless. And it's nice to, sometimes we can just have a one-track mind, and I get it. That makes so much sense for Faye. But I think that, if anything, that's what he brings out in her. And also, Frank is very much an innocent, which I love playing, and I think there is something where maybe I bring out a little bit of that in Faye as well, because she, at this point, has been through a lot. And I think it's nice I think all the characters have the pleasure of seeing the world through each other's eyes. And Frank doesn't have eyes, but you know what I mean. Neither does Rue. Never mind. But we all get to see each other's perspectives, and I think it all helps all three grow and change and develop.
Interesting. He's an innocent. It's interesting. I love how they're trying to get around it without saying anything.
That is lovely. All of you, lovely, lovely answers. We have 10 minutes, 23 seconds left, and the most important question of the entire panel is about to happen. Okay, I'm going to ask every one of you this question all the way down the line. We started with Deborah before, and we're going to start with Jack and go all the way down the line. If you could put your character in any movie, so any movie, television
Sketching
show
is my coping mechanism.
that is
I've sketched
going
Old
on
Man
right
Kratos,
now
got a
that's
bunch of
happened
retweets.
before, cast your character,
I think
not you the actor.
Corey's
You're
definitely the
doing
right
your
man for the job.
So you the character would be inside of there. So to give you an example, be like Titanic. Titanic, and Frank is playing the fucking Titanic. Leonardo DiCaprio is Deborah Ann Wall. And Chris Judge.
Easy.
Yeah. Chris Judge is in it. And My Heart Will Go On is playing while Frank, the Titanic, is sinking the entire time, and you're hearing from the thoughts of the boat. So something like that. You could do this. We're going to go down.
I don't
with you.
understand what the question
You can't take
is.
mine, sorry.
I don't
I
understand.
know. I was literally about to say Titanic,
Yeah.
and then you said it. But okay, I'm just trying to think. Like, what's a movie that if you watched it and there was just a cube in a roll, it would be jarring, but you'd maybe not understand it, but you would enjoy it. And I would say I don't think
Goodfellas.
Frank should be the lead. I think he should pop up intermittently. So that's why I'm going to say he should be Don Corleone in The Godfather.
Yeah, that's kind of where
People come up to him, they're like, he's like, you come to me on the day of my little cube's wedding. I want it so bad. Make it happen.
I think that's fantastic. Perlina?
Very
I'm
important
going to go
questions
with
being
a
asked
TV
here.
show, and this is such a millennial answer, but I think Rue would be Monica in Friends.
Okay, I'm sure this means something. I've never seen Friends. What is Monica like? I'm sure there's
Whenever
never
she
a
is
deal with
Rue on the
characters like-
soundstage, you are holding up that thing, but Monica just doing that and moving in that way is
No,
fantastic.
Corey is the creative lead. But Yumi left last year. They have a new CEO now. I don't
Would
remember
Jack
her name.
appear with the PVC?
I mean, if you'll have me,
Corey, you're
Maybe
the
a
best
partner.
whether but what are these
I'll be the
questions?
apartment. No,
I don't know if
comes
you
in
wrote the
as Don
questions.
Corleone in Friends.
Don Corleone
Best
is the
appearance.
apartment? Amazing. That is very good. Chris. You're casting
No,
Kratos,
we're all Gen Z. No, I've
playing
seen
another
Friends.
part.
The Denzel role in Training Day.
Kratos as Denzel.
Oh, you like to get wet. I'm King Kong in this MF'er, boy.
There you go. There you go.
That's good.
I don't know how to follow that. Yeah, no, I'm one of my favorite movies of all time is Jaws, and I would love to see Faye as Chief Brody, mostly because I'd like to see her fight a shark. I think that would be awesome.
I think that makes sense. Yeah.
Ariel, what movie would you then direct in place of somebody? You know what? Who would you play?
Well, I feel like I've lived a lot of Anne Hathaway and The Devil Wears Prada, right?
I involved in this? Are you pulling me into this? That's
pretty
fucked
good.
up.
I think that's on par.
Notorious
Yeah.
343, kind of my only fear.
So wait, who am
Yeah,
I in
we'll
that?
see. We'll see.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Seems okay so far.
I haven't seen that. So it didn't land as hard for me, but I understand what you're doing. It's very good. Video games. How many of you guys are really big video game players?
Is this Jack?
Yeah.
Oh,
Starting.
well,
Yeah. That's all right. What are you playing right now?
What am I playing right now?
Or what
I'm
have you played recently?
Ball X Pit. I'm playing that. Oh, also, I was too scared to play them when I was younger, but I just started playing all of the Resident Evil games. I hadn't played. I started with 2 remake. I was like, oh, this is really scary. I get why people love this. Here we go. I'm on 7 now,
I'd like
and
to
it's
interview
the
Corey.
first-person perspective
It's
is
so
terrifying.
hard to reconcile.
Yeah.
He was behind 2, which.
No, I will
characters
never
is-
play that game in VR. I'm still
Oh
too
my
scared for that.
God, yeah. I played the VR version and noped the hell out in that first build.
I wouldn't call 2 an
Not
character
for me.
assassination, but he's
Relina,
definitely gone in
what
a
about you?
certain direction.
So I'm very new to video games,
Okay.
and I watched all like the cinematics when I got the gig, and so I felt like I just knew all your lines. But I've just recently started playing 2018 God of War.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's a
and
pretty good game.
the Spartan Rage, I love it.
Something's good about that game.
That's cool.
I've had to really cut back on games just because I've got arthritis in my thumbs. I don't see as well. Okay, I really stopped because my kids started clowning me, and so I couldn't take it. Like my oldest son is here, I think, somewhere, and but we still, in the few times that we get together, we still have Tekken tournaments. So that's kind of where it kind of is. I'll watch them play, but yeah, my own involvement involves what's his name? Eddie. Because over the years I've memorized the buttons for his
Eddie Gordo.
moves.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. That's very good. Deborah?
Yeah, I'm currently playing Ghost of Yote.
There you go.
I'm absolutely mesmerized by it. And I'm such a completionist. Like, I still have only fought one Yote boss because I just want to do everything, get every altar, go to every shrine, do all the things.
That's amazing.
I'm completely blown away by it, and I'm
hello.
sort of playing because I'd like to be able to play Laufey on like regular difficulty, maybe even push it a little
can
bit.
hook you up.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. So I don't know. I'm practicing. I'm trying to play so I can get really good at
You're in
all
training.
the combos. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's great. I would ask you,
Yote is
Ariel,
good for
but honestly,
exploring.
we don't let you play anything but face.
Yeah,
so.
pretty much.
You don't get to play anything else. All right, look, you guys were amazing.
Corey,
You're
what are you
amazing
playing?
Analysts, and
What are
you,
you
my
playing, Corey?
4,000 closest friends, are absolutely
My
amazing.
goodness, looking handsome in those glasses. Thank you very much. These are my evening glasses. Because I'm old, I need to
Is
see.
it cool if I get a picture with you guys? All right, cool. Ariel, let's get the phone out. Hey, wait, the lav mic works. I could have been walking around this whole fucking time. All right, you have the longest arm, sir. You're gonna get to take
Corey
that.
likes to swear also.
All get together. Maybe I'll be on this. You on that side. Let's go.
Gotta
in.
put her
Make
to the
it
dodge
a little
offside
higher.
and parry
There
offset.
it is. There it is. Yeah.
Wow, it's the famous
Thank you
picture
so
they
much.
took.
All right, everybody. Thank you for letting me take a photo with you guys. We have one more thing to show. Thank you again to
What
the
could it
panelists.
be?
Have a
What is it
really
gonna
awesome
be?
Comic-Con, everybody.
Oh, it's full screen this time. That's good. Oh, this is loud. This is loud now. I wonder. No flipping away! That's really loud all of a sudden. Okay, it just ended, I guess. All right, well, hopefully Laufey has these two, has dodge offset, but not the parry offset. But I don't know if the parry offset will be in Laufey or if you'll need to delay it like Ragnarok's Guardian Aspis. Holy moly, Deborah. That's what everyone's been saying. Yes, that's Deborah and Wall for you. What can I say? I really gotta go, unfortunately, but in short, not much to say, to be honest. I mean, we kind of expected this panel to be like, oh yeah, what was it like to be for Cube, and what was it like for Kratos to be with Faye? And I guess they like spiced it up with some silly questions. What did we learn? Not a lot. We learned that we're going to see Faye with the axe, so I guess that's kind of confirms that there's going to be flashbacks. Obviously, Corey slipped up with the Kratos game thing, which we already knew, obviously. Could the bird be related to her pet Yofi in the novels? Well, Cuba just made a video about that. That's what I thought. That's what I said in my video, because the Golden Falcon is her symbol in the Jotner edition, but apparently it's a phoenix because on the website, the logo says that it's a phoenix. So that kind of, like Cuba said, it kind of represents rebirth, you know, after death. She's like, well, I'm a different person now, kind of thing. So I would imagine that that's what that is. But I thought it could be a Yofi thing. Yeah. Not going to lie, I thought the panel would give us more information. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of expected this. That's how these things usually go. They were very clearly restricted in what they could say. They're like, how does Kratos influence Faye? And then Chris couldn't even answer because they're like under the strictest NDA possible. So it was not a lot of information. I think what I heard about Frank specifically is pretty encouraging all around for, you know, people who are not fans of him. I think he will be chill and calm in terms of speaking and his presence. So I would imagine that he would, at the very least, not be particularly annoying, like a lot of people are afraid. I don't really see how he's annoying. Rue seems a little more anxious, which is why she seems a little more annoying. But yeah, I'm not getting any more chats. I did see something about, oh, he made a theory. That's cool and nice. Well, that's the panel, I guess. I have to go, but I appreciate you stopping by. It's out now. Thank you for choosing to watch it with me. I appreciate it. I'm excited. I don't know. I think it could and will be good. I don't see many reasons to be worried. I just want to see gameplay now. February is soon. I assume fall is when we're going to see gameplay, and that was like a little nice thingy. I don't know. That's it. Thank you. Stream. I don't know if anyone's watching this at this point, but the stream is going to be on Saturday. GG's, man. Thank you. The God of War 2 stream is going to be on Saturday this week again. So that's about it. And I appreciate you coming, and see you later.